Welcome to Blind Girl Vlogs. I've got some anonymised questions and I'm going to give you the answers. Stay tuned. Right guys, this is how it's going to work. Him indoors is going to be shouting out the questions and I'm going to be giving you the answers. But before we get into any of that, go and subscribe because it really does help my YouTube grow and of course the algorithms. Right, are you ready, Him indoors?
Yeah, first question is, what do you see? I don't know why I do the Cockney accent, but it sort of works. What do you see?
This is a great question and one that I've probably touched upon very slightly here on this channel. I am totally blind, so I see absolutely nothing. It's really hard to describe whether it's a colour or not because many people say, do you actually see black? It's like looking at the back of your hand because you can't see anything at the back of your hand, can you? It's nothing there to receive it. So that's what I see. I see nothing. No black, no white, no day, no night.
Next question is, do you dream?
I do, and I did a whole video on what I dream, and it's a really interesting one. Sometimes I don't actually remember any of my dreams, but there is a constant recurring dream that I do have, and it's a very vivid dream. So I actually see in full colour. I say full colour, I say full scenery. It's what I probably saw when I had some residual vision back when I was younger. So it's probably a very fragmented view of what the world is, but I do see in my dreams. I love dreaming.
Next question is, do you know what him indoors looks like?
I'm laughing because I'm actually thinking my thoughts before even letting you guys know. So when I first started dating Sean, a friend of mine was giving me a description of what he looked like, and I was just like totally like a fish out of water gasping for air because I was just thinking, no, that can't be right. So they told me he was quite attractive, but he looked like a hamster. His cheeks were like little puffy and he had a little nose. Yeah, no, that's not the image that I kind of see him as. I know what he looks like because I felt his face. And I don't usually go around feeling people's faces to see what they look like. Blind people don't do that. Come on. But when you're in a relationship or an intimate relationship, of course you're going to know what your other half looks like because you're going to know them inside out, quite literally.
Emily, who's happy to be named, asks, what's the most embarrassing blind moment you've ever had?
The most embarrassing blind moment I think I've ever experienced is when I was back in Great Yarmouth and it was a late swim for adults only, and I was with a previous boyfriend at the time, and he said, it's all clear ahead of you. So I was swimming next to the rope because I can find my way and I'm not veering into the pool, and it kind of sets me on the right track to swim. So I was swimming along and my boyfriend decided he wanted to give me a wedgie, pull my swimming costume up, and I was so furious. I wanted revenge, and boy did I think I was going to give it to him. So I swam quite fast and I thought he was in front of me and reached out and grabbed the first bit of material I could, yanked down these, well, pants, swimming trunks, and this person was wailing around like a fish. Oh my goodness, it wasn't my boyfriend. It was some poor random soul who was completely mortified, probably looked at me with daggers and like he wanted to drown me because obviously he's not going to know that I can't see. So I was trying to explain with a mouthful of water and kind of flapping around because it was in the deep end, and yeah, that's the most embarrassing moment. So I think he kind of swam off and there I was with, well, his pants quite literally in my hands.
This next one I reckon is from you. What's the most annoying thing about him indoors?
Oh, where do I even begin? Should I get my list out? Let me get my list. Okay. Number 1, leaving your keys and your wallet in the porch on the floor. Number 2, coffee. Number 3, leaving your work bag on the sofa. Number 4, not cleaning the bath to my perfection. Number 6, yeah, that's it. The most daring thing I've ever done is actually do a sponsored tandem skydive for guide dogs, and I suppose at first I was really thinking, well, I'm blind, I don't see anything, so, you know, whether it's a mile up or 5 miles up, who's really going to know any different? I was going to do that really awful guide dog joke, but I won't. That's probably the most daring thing that I've ever done, is doing that, because it's actually quite terrifying. The thing that I found the most comforting, and probably most people would be thinking that's probably one of the worst things that I would think would be terrifying, is actually sitting on the edge of the plane, sitting on my instructor's lap, dangling quite literally out of the plane, because I felt that I was still connected to the aeroplane. So that was probably the most, well, at peace I felt. But yeah, then when the parachute opened, I felt even better. So skydiving has to be up there. Oh dear, see what I did there? It's all downwards from now. Guys, if you like the content on the channel, subscribe, because it really does help.